Hi, in this video, I would be reviewing the movie Katangari Goes to Town. So basically, the movie is about this man, Katangari, who happens to be a retired police inspector. He's called to go over to Abuja to investigate the death of his cousin, one rich, man like that. And, basically find out who is behind it. So it's basically a whodunit type of movie. It was directed by Reng. Producers of this movie, we have Gukas, Dotun Olakunri, we have Ikechukwu, and of course, the production company is Natives Filmwork. So now for the actors and performances in this movie, we have the lead act who is Katangari, who was played by Segun Arinze. So in this movie, Segun Arinze was a very difficult, weird, kept to himself kind of man, and he was, of course, he was retired, or like he still went around, like trying to catch bad guys and stuff, which is what we got to see in the opening act of the movie. But yes, we got to see how lonely his life was. He just basically him, his guns, his cars and all of that. So he was cousins with the man that died. So he has to come over to Abuja to figure that out. Mind you, he wasn't interested in coming to Abuja because he didn't really know like what the game plan was. Yeah, so he was just living his life in his town and everything. But the cousin was that if he doesn't come over to Abuja, he would take his land from him essentially. So he had to go over to Abuja. So I really enjoyed Segun Arinze's performance in this movie. He did really well, although I've seen better from him though. And we get to see the character Mima, who was played by Patience Ujah. So she is the PA of the dead man. So she is the one that basically is handling all the affairs of the house, and I guess also has like administrative role in the company and everything. So she was like very close to the man that died, and he more or less treated like his daughter essentially because he put her through school and everything. So she did really well in her role. Then we get to see the character Ulan, who was played by Ireti Doyle. So she is dead man's ex-wife. So she was pretty much very carefree with money. She spends recklessly and she was in some bad debt. So she needed money and all of that. We didn't really get to see much from her performance because Ireti Doyle is a wonderful actress. So her role in this movie wasn't, so entertaining to me to watch. Honestly, like it is not her best performance. Character was really downplayed. Like I didn't. It was like this is Ireti Doyle. Why is she so, like her character could have given us so much more because we know how wonderful of an actress Ireti Doyle is. But yes, that's by the way. I also get to see Sofia, who was played by Munachi Abi. So she is the wife, like the now wife of the dead man. So she was very devoted, loving, caring wife. And there was this rumor that she had something to do with her butler and stuff. So she did okay. She did good on her end. Then the kids, that's the dead man's children. So he had twins. So we have the daughter Chatong, who was played by Gubemi Ejeye. So she is pretty much very business oriented. She wanted to, take over the company, and she like was very vocal about it as well. She wasn't like pursuing a passion like her brother. So her brother in this movie was Wash, was played by Victor Panwell, also known as Black Boy. So it was interesting seeing him in this role. He did pretty good, I guess. He was basically, son of this rich man that he didn't want to take over the company. He just wanted to follow his passion of being a DJ and just live his life essentially sharp. So that is that for the man's immediate family. The business partner Audu, who was played by Sani. So get to see his pastor, that's Pastor Dominion, who was played by Bethel Njoku. So the pastor was basically like using the church as a money making business essentially. And dead man was one of his core sponsors, donating and so contributing to church growth and all of that jazz. So he had his own vices, he had his own secrets and everything. Like everybody in this movie had one thing or the other was that was hidden sort of. Yeah, so that is it for the actors in this movie, and honestly there's nothing exceptional about the performance. It's an okay performance for me. Then yes, so now let's like delve proper into the movie. So basically, this man dies, and everybody comes over to the family house because the will is to be read, or so they think. So the lawyer comes and plays this video, and in the video he instructs his cousin Katangari to find out who is behind his death, because he feels one of those people in that room, one of his close family people, and business partner, and somebody has a hand in what has happened. Like, this is not the first time an attempt was made on his life. For the will to be read, for them to know like what portion of properties and what exactly they are getting from this man, Katangari has to find out who killed him. That's basically it. Yeah. So he goes on a detective investigation, trying to talk to them, trying to blend in with them and try and like get to know them, and a lot of mind games and stuff. So is that type of movie, but I think a lot more could have been done, honestly, because the movie had so much potential. Because I think when I first saw the trailer, how it was told, like I was really really excited to see this movie, because I'm like, oh nice, like a who done it type of movie. Oh, and Segun Arinze is the guy trying to find out who is behind it. And one thing I did also like was how obvious, to me Sha, it was so obvious who the killer was. It was really really obvious, which was really annoying because it took away from the suspense and the thrill of the movie for me. So I was just like watching the movie to see like the end of it, basically. Sha. And I feel like other characters could have been developed more. Like when we watch all these like murder mystery type movies, like there are certain times where you suspect keeps changing, like you're just like curious at maybe this person did it or that person did it, so you're at like crossroads who is actually the killer. But in this one, it was really really obvious. Like it didn't take long for me to figure it out, 'cause it didn't make me enjoy the movie. Like they could have done so much with the storyline, and the plot of the movie, because the movie had a very very good direction. But regardless, it is, I think this is the first movie I'm reviewing this year. So have you seen the movie Katangari Goes to Town? Yes, let me hear your thoughts on the movie in the comment section. Did you enjoy the movie? Like, what did you think about it essentially? Everything else was good, but for me, the storyline was just a bit flat. Like, it wasn't as intriguing and suspense packed and you know gripping like I thought it would be. But yeah, so I think one thing also the movie was trying to highlight is the whole family drama, family dynamics. Like, how your family is, like, of course you love your family, but there are times you guys get on each other's nerves, and you can't stand them, but at the same time you can't live without them essentially. So it just we get to unpack like different family secrets, we get to unpack different things, different family dynamics, from siblings relationships to father daughter, father wife, ex-wife. Like there was just a lot going on in that family. So it was just the whole family drama, the thing of betrayal. Because imagine like somebody close to you, like a family member, actually being responsible for your death. Then the whole thing of him, Katangari, being the one to get justice for his late cousin's mother. So if I'm to rate the movie, I guess I'll give it a 2/5. Yes, like A for effort, like they did well. Like it's a good watch, but I've seen better essentially. And it's not a great way to start, watching movies in 2025. But yeah, so if you've seen the movie, let me hear your own ratings down in the comment section. Well, go check out the movie if you're curious, about it. If you're curious to see like what plays out exactly and who exactly is behind this man's death. So that is that about the movie Katangari Goes to Town. You can watch it on Prime Videos. So if you like this video, please hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, do subscribe. Check out my other videos. Thank you so much for watching. See you in my next video. Bye.